Hi, here's Q again. Today I was actually going to do a video about yoga exercises in general that you can do for anxiety relief, etc. As I don't really have very much space to do things like that at the moment, I'm going to talk about a different subject today. A friend of mine said I should do a video or a series of videos on relationship, as in romantic relationships, and today I was going to talk about borderline personality disorder and relationships, like the combination, and maybe give a couple of hints and tips on how to deal with borderline in a relationship, whether you're the one dealing with borderline or the partner. For you who don't know, borderline personality disorder is a disorder that has a lot of varying symptoms. Some people only have a couple of the symptoms, some people have all the symptoms, and also the degrees of the single symptoms vary, and I'm just going to explain some of the symptoms that there are. Yes, I've got my little list here because I'm still very, very bad at speaking freely. I'm going to have to work on that, but some of the symptoms are very extreme emotional reactions and very frequent mood swings, highly impulsive behavior, feelings of emptiness, very, very frequent feelings of emptiness. Like sometimes there's these mood swings that go from really, really happy and oh, everything's great, down to shit, anger and like yuck and sadness and depression and anxiety. And sometimes there's just this emptiness that can be very, very painful and very, very aggravating at the same time. Like you just want to isolate yourself for days and days, even though you want people, you want loved ones around you, which can be very, very complicated. A lot of people hurt themselves while encountering these phases of emptiness or extreme anger or extreme depression, which isn't a very nice thing. And I should have said, I'm going to put this in the video description as well, like slight trigger warning, just so that everybody knows, like it's even getting me a little bit triggered even talking about it, so oh well. But the thing about borderline and relationships is, like, a lot of people with borderline, not everybody, but a lot of people do, have had a row of very unstable, very dysfunctional relationships. And I can only speak out of personal experience when I say this is probably too, like, I've been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and I have been in multiple relationships since the age of about 15, and all of them had their good times, obviously, but a lot of them just were not very pleasant at all, because probably, obviously, we were all just young and some things just didn't really match, and I wasn't very sure about who I really am and who I want to be, and the others maybe weren't either. And also I was just very, very difficult to deal with because of extreme mood swings, because of the feeling of emptiness all the time, and also the extreme fear of rejection and being left, which caused me a lot of the time to like do things and say things to push these people away, because I thought if I made them leave or I left first, then hey, they won't be there to hurt me anymore and they won't be able to leave me anymore, well, because they won't be there to leave me, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense at all, but it did to me at the time, or it does to some part of my subconscious at the time. And the thing is, it doesn't only apply to romantic or sexual relationships. It can apply to friendships and to relationships with close co-workers or with your family members also, which sucks balls because I really, really do love all my friends and love my family very much. I just don't want to hurt them, and don't want to make them cry, because I do that a lot. But anyway, I'm working on that, and I want to maybe stop doing that kind of thing. I'm going to have a break. Somebody's coming home. Bye for now. Yeah, there we go. I'm back. And so is Sammy. Yeah. What was I on about? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so now for like the little hints I can maybe give for couples where one or both partners are suffering from borderline symptoms, or like, I'm not a doctor, I'm also not a psychologist, but I can just see things that help me and my current partner, where definitely, and that's something that was probably lacking in previous relationships, was to communicate. Like, my boyfriend and I talk about everything. We don't have any secrets from each other, and are also trying to address problems as soon as they occur. Like, not to like think to yourself, oh, there's something that he said that's kind of really getting me worked up and really getting me upset, but I'm just gonna let it slide because I'll forget about it tomorrow, because I have the habit of letting something slide and it's all okay for now, but then I might be discussing with him months later or even years, and then it'll like pop up again, and I'll be like, yeah, why did you do that? Why did you say that? So we've kind of gotten into the habit of being like, that thing you said right there, I don't know, can we maybe talk about it? I wasn't really comfortable with that, and or what did you mean with that? And then we talk about it, and then things are, for the most part, totally okay again. We spend a lot of time with each other, just having fun and being kind to each other, and always respect the wishes of the other and try to make each other feel as comfortable as possible, which is just nice, because we do tend to just get anxious or angry or sad a lot of the time, and it just helps having somebody there, having somebody close that says, okay, it's going to be all right, come, let's do something fun, instead of getting agitated and like, oh, why are you like that, you're annoying me. And but if one of us gets like that, and one of us gets like mean to the other person, to understand that that's not against him at that moment, it's just like, okay, so he's having a bit of a bad time today, and it's not like he doesn't like me anymore, it's just that he's going through a rough time. Just keep being nice and respect his wishes. Maybe ask, do you want me here right now? Do you want to cuddle? Or do you maybe want me to leave the room? And then see how it all develops. And then to talk about it later again, and just make sure, check in that everything's okay with the other person, and then maybe treat yourself and each other to something nice, if you know what I mean. No. But yeah, something else that's probably important is to give relationships a lot of time to grow, because like I can say from personal experience, I was always like, oh my god, somebody likes me, like I have to get together with them straight away and spend the rest of my life with them, because I need to be loved so bad and I want to be liked so bad. Oh my god. So I did that a lot of the time, but these things just ended pretty badly for both people, which was quite sad and quite upsetting. But what's past is past. But like, my boyfriend and I have been best friends for quite some time. He was just my closest and my best friend, and still is for a while. Somebody that I would talk to about everything and trust with everything. And now this has just grown gradually into something very, very strong and very, very beautiful. And I hope it stays that way. So yeah, sorry for that little ramble like there. I hope you got my point for the most part. If you have experiences that you would maybe like to share, you can write that in the comments below. Also, constructive criticism, feedback, I'm always open for that. And if you have ideas about topics that you might want me to address in further videos when I've got the time, yeah, just let me know. And apart from that, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.